Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Building $1 Million Business. Let's get Instagram connected. Let's get Insta connected. Come on, Insta, let's go. Just give me the light. Here we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Boom, there we go. We're back, better than ever, greater than ever, more blessed than ever. Welcome back, game changers. Welcome back, go-getters. Welcome back, hustlers. Welcome back mid-level professionals. Welcome back, small business owners. Welcome back, entrepreneurs. Welcome back, corporate executives. What are we doing? Why are we here? We're building out $1 million business in public. As always, I'm your host as well as your guide on this build. I'm happy to be here. And listen, I appreciate you guys rocking. Let me give you a round of applause before we get into this thing. Let's go. Let's go. Jose, I see you already tapped in on TikTok. What's up, family? So we're going to be streaming across Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. You know how we do. We got the whole family in one place. So let me say this really quick, because every week we get more and more fresh eyeballs joining the live, and people want to know, okay, Pat, what are we doing? Why are you doing this? What's going on, right? So listen, I spend years grinding, working through the system, trying to, get the corner office, build the life that everybody wants to live, get that six-figure position, get the executive title, be in the boardrooms, do all of that, right? I spent all years grinding. I did that, been there, done that. I spent, years being in the military, serving and protecting the country. And something that I realized every single time, over and over again, people, it's not like they lack information or they're not smart. What they get stuck is understanding the game to how you elevate beyond where you are today, right? So I decided, I was like, okay, Pat, what if we just build this thing in public? Like, what if we decide to take people behind the scenes, introduce them to your ideas, your thought process, share with them the framework, the system, build everything that happens as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, and you're trying to build out your personal brand so you can get to the next level. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're building out $1 million business in public. As always, I'm your host, and we're episode 117. Let's get it, family. I appreciate y'all. Man, what are we going to be talking about today? Again, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So we kicked this thing off January the 11th. Here we are, June 23rd, 2026. We've been super consistent about making sure we're visible, right? Because I believe visibility creates opportunities. And some of these opportunities you never see until you actually start putting yourself out there, right? So that's why I think visibility is so important. I see you, Jesse or Jeezy. I see you, Dave. I see you, Jose. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So I see you. Is that Miss Flora Lady? What's up, family? I see you, Warrior Princess. I see y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. So officially, the chat box is going to be officially open right now. So let's get it. Let's get it. If you're a first-time viewer, hey, thank you for joining. The goal is to give you some insight into some frameworks to help you get to your $1 million bill, right? If you're a returning viewer, you know what I say. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I appreciate y'all. I really do. You guys have been rocking with me. You've been showing me much love. The process has been super phenomenal thanks to you. So we got two big goals this year. The first big goal is we're actually building out $1 million brand, and we're doing it in 12 months. That's part of the goal. So my job is to be visible enough and to show you the moves that we're making and share with you my frameworks and the ideas and the process behind the scenes as we're building this in real time. The second big goal is we're building out a 50,000 member ecosystem inside the newsletter. Now, I always like to start and lead with this because there's so many like-minded individuals. You're looking to build your own thing, but you're like, okay, I don't know where to get started. I don't know who to talk to. I don't blah, blah, blah. There's so much that goes on to building a personal brand, right? Or building your business. So I always tell people, man, listen, we don't want to rely on the algorithms anymore to push out our information. That could be one of those nightmares where you're relying on like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. You're relying on one of these to help create visibility for yourself. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. We're all going to lean into that. I'm saying what we should do is create our own ecosystem so it supports us as we navigate the visibility hustle, right? So you want to create your landing page, you want to create your web page, you want to create whatever your company page is where you can start collecting people information. I see people tapping in already. I see you, Nancy. I see you, Kimmy. I see you, T1. I see you, DJ. I see you, Dante. I see you, Miss Flora. I see you, Warrior. I see you, Amon. Thank y'all for tapping in. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So I always tell people that own your own ecosystem, family. Start capturing people's information. We want to create a safe place of people, of like-minded individuals who are willing to support you, invest in you, and believe in you as you're building your product and or your personal brand. So you definitely want to do that. So being that we got two big goals, the $1 million and the 50,000 subscribers, we got 7,000 today. We still got half the year left to get the 50,000. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, this is an opportunity to do that. Do that right now. I got a QR code. I got floating banners. Go to some the links in my bio. You can start there, or simply type newsletter. I'll make sure you get your personal invite as well, because I want to see you on the inside. There's so many interested people and like-minded people. All they need is the playbook to get to the next level. That's the goal in this build. Give people the framework, the playbook, the inside scoop, everything they need to build their $1 million brand so they can start getting that bag as well. So Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. I see you, Angel. I see you, Strategic. I see you, Living. I see you, Nancy. I see you, Kimmy. Do me a solid really quick before we get into today's talking points. Invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. I do this every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. In fact, this is a good time. Open up your phone, look at your chat box, invite 3 people of your closest friends that they're building something, or at least they share with you. Say, you know what, Pat, I would like to do that thing. This is the place for them. I mean, entrepreneurs, mid-level professionals, corporate executives. Man, I work with entrepreneurs looking to create their business. I work with mid-level professionals looking to get promoted. I work with corporate executives that are looking to pivot from their 9 to 5, right? I see you, Mohammed. Thanks for tapping in on LinkedIn, family. What's up? All the way from Nigeria. So it brings me to a point. We get global reach every single day that we're on here, right? I have supporters from Africa. I got people from India. I got people from Australia. I got people in the UK. I got people in the United States. We get global reach every single day. And we only get that because we decided to make ourselves visible, right? And so that's some of the things that I help people when we're talking about strategy and how do we build our $1 million brand. We get some of those frameworks. Invite other like-minded people. I see you, LOL. Thanks for coming in. I see you, Human. I see you, Mona Lisa. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Let's get into it. Episode 117. What are we talking about today? Drum roll, please. Where's my thing at? Drum roll, please. Get it back. Get it. Let's go. Episode 117. 117 already. Okay. Here's the title of 117. Again, chat boxes are open. We're good. We're good on that. Comment boxes are open. Okay, we're good. So here's the title of 117. Let me bring this up. Who is that? There. I see you there. Thanks for tapping in. 117. So I thought people needed more information, and I was wrong. That's the title of today's episode 117. Remember, listen, if there's something to strike a nerve, there's something you agree with, there's something you disagree with, or you just want to add value to the commentary, drop it in the chat box. Remember, these lives are for you. Even though I'm the host, the live is for you. There's going to be so many like-minded people that have questions on their $1 million build or their brand that they're trying to get to the next level, or that office you're trying to get, or that promotion. All right. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. I see you, Sharma. Thanks for tapping in, family. Listen, I thought people needed more information. Okay. And that's today's title. So, man, I used to think, I used to think people needed more information. Okay. We're talking about branding and visibility. I really thought, dude, people need more information. Like I kept on telling myself, you know, you can read more books, you can listen to more podcasts, you can watch more videos, you can download more courses, you can absorb more content, like all of that, right? And then I started paying attention, like really paying attention to what's actually moving the needle. And I was entirely wrong. I'm cool admitting that. Y'all know this. Like this is the safe place. I feel like I can come here and have a conversation with like-minded folks who are also building something similar, whether it's a personal brand, you're building your promotion, you're building your network, whatever you happen to be. But here, I feel like I can come here and share with you what's on my mind, what's been going on. I see you, the LLC. I see you, Tori. I see you, Leo. I see you, user 998. I see you, family. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. And then I really started paying attention, just really paying attention. And I was entirely wrong. Like the problem today, it isn't more information. Like the internet has solved that for us already years ago. There's tons of information. Have you ever noticed that you can learn almost anything nowadays online? Have y'all noticed that? Y'all tap in, let me know. Like you can learn about leadership. Absolutely. Check. Can you learn about marketing? Absolutely. Check. Can you learn about branding? Absolutely. You can learn about that. Check. Can you learn about sales? Absolutely. You can learn about that too on the internet. Can you learn about building a business? 100% you can. It's all there, right? It's not like we're lacking information here in 2026. So the question always becomes, why are people still stuck? Right? That's always the question. Why are people still stuck when you have so much access to all this available free information that's out there? I see you, Nick Smith. Thanks for tapping in. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. I see you, Monique. Thanks for tapping in. I see you, Too Much. What's up, family? I see you, Jack. I see you, Joel. We got the whole family in here. Jazz, what's up? Thanks for tapping in, family. Listen, before we get too deep into this, invite other like-minded individuals. Real talk. Real talk. We're building out $1 million business. I know you know somebody who's looking to scale their brand and or their business, and all they need is a framework or playbook or some inside scoop to get to the next level. That's what this build is about. So the question becomes, why are people still stuck? Here's the message today. Information isn't the problem anymore. That's not the problem. The problem is implementation. Think about it. I want y'all to think about it for a second. Like, you know what you should be doing, right? You know you should be doing, you know what you should be doing, but getting started and learning what to do or what to focus on first, that's the new game. That's the game where a lot of people get stuck. Again, we're all privy to information. You have the playbook, you have the information. The problem now is implementation. We all know what we should be doing, but getting started and learning where to focus our time and attention, that's where a lot of people get stuck, especially when you're building your personal brand or you're building your business, right? We all want to build something phenomenal and special. We all have the same bit of information. The problem is, okay, how do I get started? How do I implement what I actually know, right? And this is where we're at. So what changed my thinking? Like building this playbook, for me, it changed a lot of assumptions, okay? And this is, I see more and more people coming in. This is episode 117 today. What did I say? 117? Let me go back to the top. Where is it? Episode, yeah, we're on episode 117 today. And we're learning like how do we get unstuck? So what am I seeing in real time right now? Let me see where I go right here. Okay, yeah. What changed my thinking? I see you, family. What's up? Yeah, I see you, Monique. I see you, Too Much. I see you, Jazz. I see you, Andy. I see you, Mick. I see you, Blue. I see you, James. I see you, Karen. Instagram, LinkedIn. I see you, Andy. Yeah. Thank y'all for the love. I appreciate that. Everybody's tapping in. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So what changed my thinking recently? Like building this playbook, it forced me to really challenge my assumptions. And I think this is where a lot of people fall off when you're building something, because we quickly jump into building that thing, but we don't really challenge ourselves, like seek the feedback to make sure we're on that right path. Thanks, Andy. I appreciate you. Like originally, when I started like mapping out building branding and visibility, $1 million playbook, when I was working on the course for that, originally what I wanted to do is I wanted to teach everything. Like I'm one of those guys, if I know it, I share it, right? If I feel like if I can share it and I help you, then we can multiply our impact, because not only one person knows it, multiple people know it. Does that make sense? Right? That's why a lot of people get into coaching. So originally I thought, okay, Pat, listen, if you know it, just tell everything, right? And so oftentimes you feel like, man, if I know this, if I know a lot, I want to teach a lot. So you want to pack as much information as possible into that thing that you're building, right? Again, whether it's your website, whether it's your landing page, whether it's your playbook, whether it's your course, whether it's your landing page, whatever. Like you feel like, okay, I know it, so I want to share it as much as possible, right? Every lesson that you know, every framework, every strategy, that's at least that's what I thought. Then I started asking a different question. I was like, let me pause for a minute, because yeah, just because I know a lot of information doesn't mean people are going to process the information or be able to articulate it or move forward with the information if they don't actually implement the information, right? So I started asking a different question. I was like, okay, what actually helps people move? Like I wanted to sit with that. I was like, okay, yeah, you know this information, but what's actually going to help people move, right? And the answer right there, the answer, it really surprised me, right? Because it definitely wasn't sharing more information. That wasn't it. It really boiled down to one thing: just more action. How do we create more action so people can actually get moving and then they can get stuck? So that's what it boiled down to me. So stick with me for a minute. Let me explain, because y'all know I like to talk. Again, this is a safe place. We're building this thing out in public. I see you, Light. Thanks for tapping in, family. I see you, GNV. I see you, Julio. I see you, Delon. I see you, Sally. I see you, Karen. I see you, James. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Thank y'all, family, for rocking with your boy every single day. Do me a solid, invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. I do these every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. I see you, Darren. Thanks for tapping in, family. The other thing too, sign up for the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, and or give me a follow. Here's the thing too, family. If you follow me and you say, hey, Pat, I caught you on the live and you want me to follow you back, just simply DM me and say, hey, I just followed you. I caught one of your lives. I would love you to follow me back. I don't mind following people. It doesn't hurt anything to follow anybody. Love is love, support is support. So y'all want to make sure y'all want to give me a follow. I don't care what platform it is. Again, love is love, support is support. So stick with me for a second. Listen, most people, they already know what they should be doing. We know that, family. Like, nobody really has to tell us what we should be. Like, we know right from wrong. We're privy to the internet. We have access to systems. We have access to knowledge. So it's not like, no, we're lacking information right now. The challenge is doing the things that we know we should be doing consistently. Like, that's the challenge right there. And it's a completely different problem from just sharing information or absorbing information. Now the problem becomes, okay, not only can I retain information, but how can I implement what I already know, right? So what I'm seeing in real time right now, the conversations that I've been getting from you guys, it keeps reinforcing this every single time. Remember, I talk to everybody that slides in my DMs. I'm not a stranger. I'm really not. Everybody that slides in my DMs, I give you a shout out. Like, I talk to you, whatever it happens to do. And that's what helped me build this branding and visibility, $1 million play. But do me a solid really quick, family, because I did create a new landing page and I'm super excited about it. It's my personal landing page. It's www.patrickharts.me, www.patrickharts.me. And that's Hart, kind of like Kevin Hart. You know, we're similar. He has way more money. I feel like I look a little bit better than Kevin Hart, but he's got way more money than me. But that's a sidebar. Listen, www.patrickhart.com. Check me out, man. Check me out. And then afterwards, give me a DM. Say, hey, I checked out your webpage. I like it. I don't like it, whatever happens to be. That's how relationships get formed, right? We reach out to one another. So the conversations that I've been having with you guys has been reinforcing everything for me. Like, people, they know that, okay, you should post, right? I don't have to tell you, hey, Patrick, if you want to build your personal brand, you need to post something. If you want to create visibility for yourself, you need to post something. I don't need to tell you that. People know that information. Like, people know that they should be networking because we want to know. We all know this. Your network determines your net worth. Your network determines your net worth, right? So if you look around and you look around your circle, if your circle of influence, if they don't have six-figure jobs and that's what you want, it's probably time to evaluate your circle. If your circle are not millionaires and you want to be a millionaire, then it's probably time to evaluate your circle. Remember, we can't stay stuck doing the old things if we want to go to a different place. Sometimes growth requires letting go of an older version of yourself so you can actually step into the version that you want to become, right? We all know that. Like, I'm not telling anybody anything you don't know. I see you, Oscar. I see you, Zion. Zion, I see you, family. I see you, Manny. I see you, J-Rod. I see you, Note. I see you, Mahero. What's up, family? Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. So people know they should post. They know they should network. People know that they should build visibility for themselves. That's not the problem. They know that they should strengthen their brand. Today, people are not lacking awareness. That's not the problem. You know what people are lacking right now? I'm about to tell you. I know I'm going to tell you. They're just lacking the system. Too many times I see exceptional, extraordinary people, they get stuck because they don't understand the framework or the system on how to build that personal brand, or the system on how to get that next promotion, or the system on how to get that six-figure position, or the system on how do you build your seven-figure job, right? So we're not lacking awareness. We're just lacking a system, right? And the system is basically a process, a framework, a roadmap. I see you, Carlos. Thanks for the love, family. I appreciate you. And again, the system is either a process, a framework, a roadmap. That's what creates movement and allows you to continue to grow. And I want y'all to really think about that. What's your system? What's your system that allows you to amplify your visibility, that allows you to focus on the process, that allows you to tap into a framework, that gives you a clear roadmap to develop your clear strategy for success? That's what we're missing right now, right? And that's what creates movement and allows you to continue to grow. Listen, if I'm being honest, family, that's what changed the structure of the entire branding and visibility playbook. So when I created this thing, or when I was initially started to create this thing, again, I had like having all this information. Pat, you know this, you know that, you know that. Let's make sure we teach everybody this, that, the other. I see you, Nina. Thanks for tapping in. I see you, Jerusalem. Thanks for tapping in. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. And so when I initially started building this thing, I was like, okay, Pat, you know all this information. Give everybody as much information as possible. That was my thinking. And then I had to slow down and really pay attention to what the market was telling me. Slow down and really pay attention to what the audience was telling me. We don't want more information, Pat. I just want a playbook. Give me the framework. Give me the automation. Give me the system. Give me the structure build that's going to take me from here to here. So that's what we put to the branding and visibility $1 million playbook. So here's the difference between knowing and actually doing, family. Knowledge will create confidence for you, right? We understand. Knowledge is going to create. Thank you for the love. Yeah, appreciate you. Awesome sauce. That's my word. How did you get? That's my word. Like real talk, family. I say that all the time. Awesome sauce. Like it sounds a little weird to be a grown man going around saying awesome sauce, but hey, listen, it's my word. I appreciate the love. I really. So there's a difference between knowing and doing. Knowledge creates confidence for you, right? We understand that. But action is what actually creates the results. And those two are not the same thing. And a lot of people get confused here. Listen, you can know exactly what to do and still never do it. Have you ever done that before? Like you know exactly what you should be doing. For whatever reason, you still never do that thing. It's me. It's you. It's us. We've done that. We know what we should be doing, but we're not doing that thing. So we ended up being stuck. I've experienced that. We've all experienced that. And listen, I don't want to sit here and pretend that I'm above anybody else. That's why I'm doing this live, because you can sit here, you can listen to me, you can watch me, you be like, hey, this dude is live in real talk. This is not AI talking. This is me. You can see how I talk. This is not scripted. Like I'm actually having a conversation with folks. I have my notes that I refer to, but other than that, we're good. The gap between awareness and execution is where most growth get lost. Okay. I said it again. The gap between awareness and execution is where most growth get lost. I appreciate you. I see you, Momo. Thanks for tapping in. Listen, y'all invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. I do these every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. The people that been rocking with me, man, let me give you a personal shout out, because y'all been amplifying my brand. You've been amplifying the message that we've been putting out there. And you've been helping create credibility and visibility for the platform that we're creating for like-minded individuals. So I appreciate y'all. And so there's other like-minded individuals out there. Man, they're in that hustle and bustle. They're trying to get to the next level. And the only thing they're looking for, they're not looking for a handout. They just need the playbook. What is the playbook? And that's what we're going to be dropping in 6 days. So the gap between awareness and execution is where most growth get lost. Listen, that's why implementation matters so much nowadays. I want to repeat that again. Awareness and execution are not the same thing. So let's not confuse the two. Information without action just becomes entertainment. Simple as that, not transformation. I'll say that again. Information without action becomes entertainment, not transformation. A lot of us out here, we're trying to create a visibility playbook for ourselves, and we believe in visibility, so we start creating content for ourselves, but you start looking at your content, and your content looks like it's actually just performing, but it's not actually moving the needle. Your content creates visibility, but it captures nobody's interest to actually react to it. Meaning they may give you a thumb up, they give you a like, but is it creating dollars and cents for your business? Remember, what are we doing? When we're growing our brand, when we're building out our $1 million business, we want to create visibility in such a way that it strikes a chord with people where they want to react to something. Meaning, I don't want to give you a thumbs up. My next step from here, once I leave Patrick's live, I'm signing up for his branding and visibility $1 million playbook. Like that's what we're trying to do when we're creating visibility for ourselves. We want to move the needle. We want to help people see themselves in the transformation, right? So that's what I had to scale back when I started creating my branding and visibility. I was like, okay, no more information. Let's give people the strategies. Let's tell them, hey, this is step 1. This is step 2. This is step 3. And then I see a lot of people get stuck right here as well. You know a lot of information. You want to share a lot of information, but you don't know how to monetize your information. This is a big part. And this is the last one that I included in the branding and visibility playbook. I wanted to simplify it for you to say, hey, Pat, this is all you need to do. You do this, you charge this, And this is how you build from that. So I included that in there as well, because I know a lot of people miss out on that framework. It's like, okay, I don't know how to price this. I don't know what I should be pricing. Yeah, so that's included in there. So let me land this baby really quick. I see you. I see you, Miz. Thanks for tapping in. Yep. Yep. Appreciate the love. Yep. What's up, family? I appreciate the love. Yep. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. I'm about to land this baby really quick. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Man, thank y'all for rocking with me. What is today? Tuesday. Man, Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. Let's get it. Y'all know I love me some tacos on Tuesday. Let's get it. So if building the playbook has taught me anything, I'm gonna share it with you. It's this. People don't need more information, okay? I don't know how many times I can say that. I don't want you to download another course. I don't want you to review another video. I don't want you to read another book. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't want you to feel like finding the answer to your problem is going to be in learning more. Normally, that's not the case, right? People don't need more information. They just need a practical path forward. Now comes the implementation, right? So what people need is they need a way to execute, a way to implement, a way to build momentum. Because a lot of people, they stop because the momentum is not building fast enough. What if you had a framework for it? Like, really, what if you had a playbook for it? I see you, Rob Dunn, YouTube. Thanks for tapping in. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as TikTok. We got the whole place in one family. Listen, information family creates awareness. Implementation is what creates the outcome. That's what I've been thinking about. That's really what I've been thinking about. And you guys always allow me to sit here and share my thoughts with you, drop a little bit of insight and knowledge. And I really want to give you up. I really do. Today, we're 6 days away. We're 6 days away. I see you, Self. Thanks for tapping in. We're 6 days away from the biggest drop that we had all year. I told you we're going to be building out $1 million business in public. So the first phase now, I mean, we went through the visibility phase. We went through the trust phase, which is building up trust with the audience. We built up the phase of credibility where people understand who we are, our different and better story, what we bring to the table. Make sure y'all tap into my personal website, www.patrickhart.me, www.patrickhart.me. Learn a little bit more about me. So we went through all that. Now we're at the biggest drop of the year. Now it's time to start stress testing the business. Is the business going to move forward? Do we have the right framework in place? So we're 6 days away from the biggest drop that we did all year. I want to see you on the inside, family. When I say you, if you're on this feed right now, you're on the chat right now, if you know 2 people in your phone, share with them and the code, invite them to sign up for the newsletter. That's where you're going to get the first dibs on the branding and visibility $1 million playbook. Family, I would love to support you. You support me. We support each other. There's going to be another level we're going to get to in 2026. So until then, family, 6 days away. Let's get it.